Morning folks. Today you join me for track inspection. Now I would usually do this on a Saturday morning and a Sunday morning before I opened up, but seeing as I've been away for a couple of weeks I need to allow some more time for it. So we're at the top of Magic Bus now. I don't know if you can see, but on the floor, should probably call this magic carpet instead, with all the all the loam that's around. Put my teeth in. We're dealing with a lot of loam, which is great. It's great fun for riding on, exactly as I wanted things to be. I don't know if you can see up this side, further up the track to the tops of the tracks. You can see there's a lot of loam on the floor. It's a nice place to be. When you're doing one of these track walks, some stuff's an obvious problem, like there's a couple of bits where there's branches come down out of trees and laid across the track. They're obvious. There's some that aren't as stand out, such as this. Now if you've never ridden here in the fall before, in the autumn, it's maybe hard to pick up on camera, but right there is a small step. We're over an elementary right now. Because of the leaves, it's camoed in. And bingo, rake a line back in. Just make life a little bit easier so that everybody can see what they're doing. Camo drops aren't the way forwards. In the case of these ones, raking these ones up is literally only going to be useful to one or two people on first thing on Saturday. But if you're the first couple of people down on Saturday morning, this is what to look out for. I'll give you a little bit of rake up and marked them up a little bit so you can see the lips and you know where they're coming. Fine if you've been here 50 odd times or whatever and you're a local to the place, but if you're relatively new to the spot, these are a couple of ones that you're going to want to look out for, especially when travelling at speed. I know this is BMX related rather than mountain biking, but did anybody see that video that Scotty Kramer put out earlier this week, where it's his first video back where after he's had his crash? For those that you saw it, or if you haven't seen it, go and take a look, because it's crazy. But I mean, hell, was anybody else like surprised at how good he looks? I read some stuff about that crash. Obviously he's come out now and told the full story about it, but I'd read some stuff that just it made your skin crawl. He was messing about. Just, he's a BMX rider and he just makes videos. If you haven't subscribed, go and check him out, because his channel really is just purely about dicking about on bikes, and I enjoy watching it for, it's relaxing. It's when I'm having my chill time that those are one of the channels that I look at. But he was going for a trick, and he kind of hopped up over this little grassy bit, hadn't realised there was a big old hole after it, and gone down really hard face first. Smashed. He had a helmet on, not a full face. He sometimes wears a full face, but not in this occasion. He smashed down so hard on the front of his head that his nose just wouldn't stop bleeding. He broke his neck. He's broken a couple of vertebrae, and on the video he sat there chatting away, on like vlogging, with a big piece of his skull missing on the front. Basically they'd taken it had all gone horribly pear-shaped for him. I mean, like, as wrong as it could go, with the guy's still alive, thank God. But when they got him into hospital, they found that he had bleeding on the brain, and they had to relieve some pressure. So to relieve the pressure, this is the day and age we live in, to relieve the pressure, they were like, well, that bit on the front of your head, it's not vital, we'll take it out for a bit, let the swelling of the brain go down, and then we'll just put it back in. Absolutely crazy. And I can't get over how good he looks. When you hear about how nasty the crash was, I can't believe he's obviously it's a bit tricky at the moment. He's getting some movement back, but like he says on the video, he's got to be concerned about letting his spinal column all heal up properly. So he's having some tricky times with movement in his arms and stuff at the moment, and his legs. But they're saying that'll come back, and if anyone can make it come back, he can. He's got plenty of willpower. But anyway, I watched it and I was so blown away about it that I had to talk about it here. Like I say, Scotty Kramer, spelled C-R-A-N-M-E-R or M-A-R, God, I can't remember now, but Scotty Kramer, you'll be able to find him on YouTube. Go subscribe, because it's the antithesis of dicking about on bikes. So I couldn't be out here on track today without coming and visiting Electric Landlady, my little Christmas present to myself. Time's getting on now. Johnny, if you're watching this, I haven't forgotten about those pallets. It's just I've been in America for a couple of weeks, mate. I'll come pick them up. But I've been thinking about this track a lot while I was away, a real lot. One of the reasons that I've been thinking about this track so much is this thing and what's coming next further on down there. The time's drawing closer and closer to actually hitting this and having it complete. I have a very strict policy that I never ever open a track that I haven't hit myself top to bottom. Now the reason it's been playing on my mind is because I'm really going to have to put my money where my mouth is on this one. So I mean, it's, to be fair, it's a lot more common than you think for people or companies to build things that they've never ridden and then just open it up to people. I don't like to do that. That's not my bag. This is one of those jumps that is going to send you off into the stratosphere. It's probably one of the bigger ones that I've hit, so there's like a nervous tension, which is great. It's fantastic. It's what I live for. It's perfect. I love the fact that I'm on the way to building something that makes me knock a little bit nervy about it. But once I've conquered this, I've got to build and conquer the big one that's coming further down. One of my favourite jumps on this track is definitely the gap. It's I kind of wish I had my bike here with us today, because it's golden light and everything, and everywhere it's like Loam. Can't ride every day, can't ride most days to be fair, but you know, it's an up, compared to what's going on over there, it's an up and over jump, and you know, it seems very easy, but it's just good fun. You know, you get a lot, when you put down with a lot more speed than you go into it, and I just like that aspect of it. While I was away, the official announcement came out for GNAR Bike Park to be holding a round of the PMBA Enduro, the Hope PMBA Borderline as well. That's going to be happening on the 2nd of July 2017. It was a pretty easy decision for me, although I suppose I'm not the most outspoken proponent of enduro racing. I am an outspoken proponent of having a good laugh on your bike, and managed to get a chance to talk to a lot of different people that raced here earlier in the year. They all had a good laugh. Very easy decision. Come back again next year. I want to end today's vlog by giving another shout out to Scotty Kramer. It's not just the BMX community who are pulling for you, man. It's the whole of the two-wheel community. Healing vibes, and I hope you get better soon, man. Shitty crash, and hey, if anyone can do it, you can. So it's very orange around here at the moment, and it's probably still going to be this way by the weekend, and I haven't seen you guys for a while, so it'll be cool to see you at the weekend. See you soon.